In the month of May 1991, we at Advanced Video Productions took our first journey into Europe. The venue was Almere Haven in Holland, where we witnessed the Stichting Stoom Festival. So after a calm sea crossing, we've finally arrived here at Almere in Holland. Behind me there are the gates through which you enter to the Stichting Stoom Festival. There's going to be lots and lots of exhibits in there, including obviously steam traction. We're about to go through there and have a look at them, so let's go. I have here with me Ed Rowe, second in command of the organisational chain here at Almere. Obviously, Ed, the exhibits come from quite far and wide to this show, don't they?
Yes, indeed. You know, a lot of foreigners are visiting here from Great Britain, Belgium, Germany, and even last year we had some folks from Sweden and even Denmark. But we are very proud that everybody's coming here all over the Netherlands are visiting this steam festival, because at this very moment it's the biggest one in Holland yet.
Does it pose any great difficulties getting people from all over Europe basically to this show then?
Yes, indeed. The most important thing is the financial part of it, because we have to pay for all the ferries, travel costs, you know, and we have to hotel accommodation. But in general, I must say that especially the British participants are very willing to come, and yes, I must say we don't have any negative points about financial affairs. We solved it every year, but just on the narrow escape.
This, I understand, is your 5th year, and looking at the weather, it's absolutely fabulous this year, isn't it?
Yes, because we were a little bit afraid, because the last fortnight it was horrible weather, really. It was pouring with rain, just like in Great Britain. But today it's a fair sunshine, and according to the weather forecast, it will remain here, this weather I mean, for another couple of days.
And what kind of exhibits can we expect to see around the site here, Ed?
We have all kind of steam engines, locomotives, old steamboats, tugs. We've got a big fair here, steam-driven carousels, old timers, and old cars from just before and after the war. We've got Keep It Roading. There's a special club. People were gathering around all kind of vehicles from 4045, jeeps, weapon carriers, old Dodges, Diamond T's, and they're driving around here, showing the people, the younger people, how the war was going on with their vehicles.
Okay then, I think this is a good point to take a look around some of the exhibits. Thank you very much, Ed.
You're welcome, and have a good time here.
Here's Nico with a steam fire engine, but Nico, obviously this wasn't driven by steam. The steam was just used for pumping the water, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. There are two horses in front of the engine, and when it was delivered to Amsterdam, they built it very compact, because in the Amsterdam grachten, the very small streets in Amsterdam, and they have to be very, how do you call it in English, very tight turning and so on.
Where was the machine manufactured then?
In London by Shent Mason and Company, 1884, and it's now 107 years old. Still with the original boiler in it.
The original boiler? I should imagine that wasn't in a very good condition when you discovered the engine though.
Well, the boiler was, but the rest of the engine wasn't. So we just took it apart, and we take about 10,000 hours, man-hours, to restore it completely.
It's something you've definitely got to be committed to and keen on though, isn't it, restoring these engines?
Well, we used to working on a railroad in locomotive sizes. Like in England, in Wales, you have the quarry engines, the little ones. Well, we used to work with them, and we found this engine, and we started a whole new group restoring fire engines.
What kind of boiler pressure does the boiler on this work to then?
100 pounds per square inch. That's about 7 bar.
And does it have to have a boiler certificate, a safety certificate?
Yes, it has. It is inspected every 2 years. You have to take it completely apart, the two halves of the boiler, and inspect it inside, outside, and then we're going to go for another 2 years.
With us now here, we've got probably one of the smallest working steam engines on site. Here's Case to tell us one or two things about it.
Yes, this small engine, we found it in 84, 85, we found it on a scrap heap in Belgium. It came in on top of a lorry, and it came from a Belgian coal mine, this engine. And probably we think it was used on a pumping set to pump water or tar on the coal mine. And similar engines, you know them in England, like the center engine in Gallopers. They were used also on steam Gallopers in Holland and Belgium, but most times it were bigger engines. And we think this engine has, in the old days, has been used in a Galloper as well. Yes. But we started to restore the engine. A new boiler was built in 85. And since 86 we go to rallies with it. We had last year, I think, 16 times we've been out with it. Not only rallies, but also country festivals and everything. Yes.
It's quite a small engine. Is it very powerful?
It's rather powerful, yes. Yes. There was with the engine was a big pump that it drove. But I think on a Galloper they used it with transmission, and then it's going to be even more powerful then. Yes.
Did you actually restore this engine then?
Yes, we did it together. My father worked in steam for already 50 years. In his young days he started to work for road building companies with steam trains, and so we first started to collect bits and pieces, railroad lamps and everything from railroad locos. Then we had the possibility to buy our own railroad loco, a Henschel from 1930. We restored the engine, and the next was this small engine. We completely stripped it down and rebuilt it, let make a new boiler for it. And my last engine I bought that was in England, that was a Fowler roller, a compound engine from 1931. And the next rally after this is Hellevoetsluis in mid-August. and that will be the first outing of that engine. Yes.
What make is this this little engine then?
This little engine, it's got the horse and Invicta on it, but it is original made in Belgium. Yes. But we found the horse and Invicta and we did make it on, but it isn't an original Evelyn. It is Belgium made. Yes.
Stationary steam engine that's actually doing a job here at the show, isn't it? What are we doing with it, Mikko?
Yes, we're pile driving just for demonstration purposes.
And what would this kind of job be done for? Would it be for building sea defences and this kind of thing in the olden days?
For fundamentals of buildings and bridges.
It's a job, no doubt, that can be a little bit on the dangerous side if you're not all watching what you're doing, I would have thought.
Yes, you have to be very careful what you're doing. Yes.
Now the engine itself, what make is the engine?
It's built at Kuipers, Rotterdam, very well-known builder of pile driving engines in Holland.
And what kind of power does it generate?
It's a transportable winch, that's all.
And how long's it been in your possession?
2 years.
Have you had to do a lot of work on it in that time?
Yes, we started rebuilding the engine. There's a lot of slack in the bearings and everything is making a lot of noise.
Did that take a lot of time to do?
Yeah, a lot of spare time spending on it.
Did you need to find many spare parts anywhere to get it working?
There's no spare parts available anymore. We have to make everything ourselves.
This is Uli Schaefer with us now, and his barrel organ orchestra. Obviously, you've come quite a way to this event today with this this orchestra, haven't you?
Er vraagt jetzt, wo Sie wohnen, und was Sie machen ja hier. Ich weiß, dus ik heb een antwoord.
Yeah.
The people living in Göttingen, that was nearly on the border of the old DDR East Germany, and they're going to every fair, and the 4 organs you will see on the picture, there are 4 synchronized organs, electronical, but they're handmade operated. So turning the handle, they blow the wind back, and then automatically every part of the organ has its own orchestra part. Let's say violin, cello, etc.
Is there a lot of practice needed to play the 4 organs together in the orchestra like this?
Ob man das lernen sollen, das Ding.
Ein bisschen Übung muss man haben und ein bisschen Muskeln muss man haben,
Okay.
aber sonst ist es ganz
Mr. Schaefer said, it is a matter of synchronizing the movements, and what you need for an entire day making music is a lot of muscles, because it is very tiresome in grinding the whole day.
That I can imagine. Where are these organs actually made then?
Wo sind die Orgel gemacht? In Deutschland?
Sie werden in Deutschland in Göttingen gebaut.
Ah.
Ja.
All the organs, the type you will see now, they're all built in Göttingen in Germany. All handmade organs according to a certain principle.
And are they a modern day manufacture or are they traditional?
Sind die Orgeln alt oder machen Sie das heute noch?
Das sind neue Orgeln, die werden heute wieder in großen Stückzahlen gebaut. Und zwar nicht nur aus einer Tradition heraus, aus Nostalgie, sondern weil diese Instrumente praktikabel sind. Durch die neue Technik kann man da so viel mitmachen, dass sie auch wieder viel gefragt werden.
The basic of these organs is from before the war, but nowadays they're making this kind of organs new. And they're making quite a lot because the application of these organs is very, very wide. You can combine it with orchestras, etc. So what you see here on the picture is a nowadays built organ.
We see the orchestra here today, but how far do you tend to travel around Europe with the orchestra?
Die Leute haben heute die Orgel hier gesehen, aber wohin fahren Sie mit der Orgel? Nach Italien oder Schweiz oder nur in Deutschland und Holland?
Nein, normalerweise muss ich arbeiten. Ich habe einen ganz normalen Beruf und wenn ich Freizeit habe, dann kann ich mein Hobby ausüben und dann fahre ich in ganz Europa umher. Also im Prinzip im Sommer jedes Wochenende woanders.
Mr. Schaefer is normally occupied. He has a daily job and he takes his vacations to travel with the organ all over Europe. And under the condition that his boss gives him a free day. But normally he has a normal daily job as everybody has. So what he's doing is just an amateur just for joy.
And how did you manage to get into this kind of traditional, shall we say, organ music?
Herr Schäfer fragt jetzt, sind das Freunde von Ihnen, die Organ, oder wie ist es ja gekommen, dass Sie jetzt mit...
Also mein Beruf hat
Ja.
damit zu tun.
Ah.
Ich arbeite in der Firma, wo die gebaut werden.
Ach so.
Und ich habe also damit beruflich zu tun und es ist auch mein Hobby. Es ist beides dasselbe.
So the answer is very simple. Mr. Schaefer is working actually in the factory where the organs are made. And besides this, it's a hobby of him, and that's why he's traveling along all over Europe with the organs and the music.
We have John here with a steam organ. Ed's going to interpret for us once again. Can you tell us, John, the origins of this particular organ?
Hij vraagt dus hoe dat gekomen is dat jullie het orgel gebouwd hebben. Is dat lang geleden of niet?
Dat is ongeveer 7 jaar geleden. Is dat ontstaan eigenlijk uit de hand gelopen hobby.
Okay. The boat itself, the steamer, exists already from before the war, but about 7 years ago, as a hobby, they built in this steam organ. It's all handmade, even the keyboard is handmade. The boat can still float around under own steam power, but they made a combination of a boat and a steam organ.
Obviously it works off steam pressure, the organ. How long would it play before you have difficulties with your pressure?
Ja, oké.
Hoe lang we kunnen spelen achter elkaar?
Hoe lang het duurt voordat je genoeg druk hebt?
We moeten hebben 4 atmosfeer.
Ja, en hoe lang duurt het?
En dat duurt ongeveer, als we gewoon om te varen, hebben we maar 2 atmosfeer nodig. Dat duurt een kwartier, maar voor het orgel ongeveer een half uur, 3 kwartier.
Oké.
Als we het opjagen, vlugger, maar...
I got a message. Your question actually is, it takes about 15 minutes to have enough steam power for the boat, but approximately half an hour to have enough steam for the steam organ.
Now obviously we've said that this organ's home built. How long does it take to build such as that?
Hoe lang hebben jullie erover gedaan om zo'n orgel te bouwen?
Dat orgel alleen 2 jaar, maar het geheel, want ook de ketel is zelf gebouwd en de machine is zelf gebouwd. Het geheel 7 jaar, maar het orgel 2 jaar ongeveer. Gemaakt, weer veranderd.
The organ was installed about 7 years ago. It took 2 years before it got operated, but they're changing frequently in order to improve the sound and the keyboard.
What is the most difficult thing in manufacturing the organ then? Is it tuning the pipes?
Wat is het moeilijk om zo'n stoomorgel te maken?
We doen dat op een werkbank met lucht. En dan hebben we er een keyboard bij en dan ga je dus veilen. En die bovenop die deksels die kunnen versteld worden.
I got the message. What they actually do, if they manufacture this steam organ, they don't do it with steam, but with air pressure from a cylinder. And then the sound of the pipes will be, let's say, adjusted by the bore, make it bigger or a little bit smaller. So when the tone is too high, they fill in some lead or something, or they take lead out, until it has the exact tone for, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
And it's played like any normal organ, I assume?
Wordt dat als een normaal orgel bespeeld, het keyboard?
Ja, gewoon. Alleen dit orgel heeft geen halve toning.
Okay. Yes, it is played as a normal organ, but as you know, on a normal organ you got the black one and the white ones, like a piano, but they don't have the black ones, only the white ones. So they don't have what they call half tones.
Hooks, can you tell me 1 or 2 things about this machine we have here and what it actually does?
We have a little couple of 10, I think so, from the machines. She worden stay by the farmers and by the carpenters. Like this is a machine that's coming from a carpenter from the year is 1910, I think so. She making sharp the side. Dan is aangegeven de motor is een Engels Wolseley. You know, she coming out a machining for milking cows.
And the one behind with the straw, what's that cutting straw for? What was it used for?
The straw is from for in the pillows in the year I think so 1800, 1900 in the pillows. In a later time then this for the fooding of the cows and the horses.
And where was it actually manufactured?
The manufacturer is come from Frankfurt am Main, in Germany.
Okay, we've got a Lister engine here, and we've got Alba, the owner of it, to tell us one or two things about it. Could you tell us something about this, where it originated and all that kind of thing, Alba?
Waar komt de machine vandaan en hoe oud is die?
De machine komt van Engeland. En de year is 1949.
The machine is coming from England and it's from 1949. And
When did it come into your possession?
wanneer kwam hij in jouw bezit?
Een paar jaar geleden, 2 jaar geleden ongeveer.
About 2 years ago. He's got his hands on it.
Was it in good condition when you got it?
Was hij in een redelijke staat toen hij hem kreeg?
Een beetje overgespoten en zo en nagekeken en al die toestand.
Maar hij liep wel.
Nou, niet helemaal goed, maar dat is wel gelukt. Beetje
There was some things were wrong and they fixed it up. They painted it and they make the engine running smooth.
What was it used for in its working life?
Waar is hij voor gebruikt vroeger? Of nog?
stroomaggregaat, een aggregaat om stroom op te wekken. Een dynamo.
Yeah, I don't know the exact word in English, but like for electric power, to build up electric power, an aggregaat.
A generator.
A generator, that is it, that's the word. It was in a factory. There was an emergency generator it was. So when the other thing broke down, then this one got started.
Did it spend its working life in Holland then?
Dus, heb je altijd in Nederland gewerkt deze, of kwam je uit Engeland vandaan?
Vroeger wel geïmporteerd natuurlijk uit Engeland, maar hij heeft er jaren in die fabriek gestaan.
Yeah. All these years it was working in Holland. He imported it from England and then he works over here. That's what it is.
Here with the stationary engines we have Henk Merschman, and an engine that's doing something rather unusual to me. I wonder if you could tell me what the engine's actually doing.
The engine is for well, roasting coffee, or burning coffee, or I don't know how you say that. And that's the engine is from 1915. It was used in shops. Well, there's on this tap over here, they put in the gas, and inside there's a flame burning. The coffee is rolling around, and the flame is getting it roasted. That's how they do it. It's very old and very unusual.
The last thing I expected to find over in Holland was a genuine British police uniform, but we've found one here with Joe, haven't we, Joe?
Yes, it's Wolverhampton Borough Police uniform. That force was actually disbanded to form the West Midlands in about 25 years ago. But the uniform is a period from just before the First World War until just after the Second World War. And this was the uniform identical to when I joined in 1946.
Is the Seitel genuine as well?
Yes, that's 1936, a rally. You'll notice that it's a single spade. When I joined, 3 spades were too complicated.
So you were actually in the force then, Joe?
Yes, I served in Wolverhampton and Bradley Hill, the Black Country in Birmingham for 30 years.
And you've had a duty here this weekend at the show as well in that uniform, haven't you?
Yes, I have to sort of tidy up the steam parade, get them all in order and make sure they arrive in the ring without running over anyone, and tidy them up in some sort of presentable order in the ring. So I enjoy that.
This is John with us now with his Evelingen Porterola. You've brought this for the show all the way from Belgium, I understand, John.
We are steam, we like steam, and that's the reason that we bought it for 5 years.
And I understand there's not actually much steam about these days in Belgium.
At the moment we have still 3 engines in Belgium, that's all.
So when you want to go to shows, you've got to travel that little bit further than normal to come to places like this?
Yes, we have to go to Holland or England, and for this year we hope to go to France with the engine.
How long have you owned the engine then, John?
For 5 years.
And have you had to do much work on it in that time?
Yes, we have much work on it. There was no roof, and the color, you have to repair the color, and the engine, we have to rebuild it.
Have you had to do anything on the boiler side?
No, that is the owner before us, he has done it.
And you actually bought it from a chap, I understand, in Holland, didn't you?
Pardon?
You actually bought it from a chap in Holland, didn't you?
Yes, we bought it, yeah.
And have you any idea where this worked in its working life?
Some people told us he has worked by the Utrechtse in Holland until the years 50. From the beginning just to the years 55, 60. Yeah.
Die enigszins olijfgroen gekleurd is. Dat is een stoomwals van Engels fabrikaat. Het merk Garrett uit Leiston. Een eencilinder machine. Ik ga u meteen wat vertellen over stoomwalsen. Stoomwalsen, er is een verschil tussen stoomwalsen en stoomtractoren bijvoorbeeld hier. En een stoomwals, dat is een stoomvoertuig met zo'n brede rol aan de voorkant.
We have here Mr. and Mrs. Smeets, the owner of this engine. This engine actually looks quite similar to the English Advance roller, doesn't it?
Yes, that's all right. It's a copy of the Wallace and Stevens, but it's produced in Germany as a copy of it. But it has the same facilities.
It was actually built in Germany then, was it?
It is built by Ruttemeyer? Ruttemeyer. Ruttemeyer in Soest in Germany.
And whereabouts are they based in Germany?
Where are they?
Which town did they build them in Germany?
Which town? That is in Soest. Soest in Germany. It's in the middle of Germany.
And how did you come about this particular roller?
My husband bought it in Holland from the original users who really used it as a completely machine who has to be completely restored. And he has restored it himself.
No doubt that took quite some years to restore, though.
Yes, he has needed 3 years to restore it, but he had to do it as a hobby, not as a job.
That I understand. Have you any idea of the history of its working life?
We know something about it, but not much. Not much.
So, what year roughly was it built?
In 1930, it has been built, originally. And we suppose it has been working up till 1960. Zo lang heeft het gewerkt, hè? Up till 1960. And we bought it in the beginning in early 1980. And we have given it his name Bakewell, a little bit English, in 1987. Then it was restored.
So you say it was working right up till 1960. I would have assumed that steam generally would have died out by that time.
Yes, then steam was over here in Holland also.
This is Gerard, known as G, the owner of this burrell here. Gerard, how did you come to own this burrell that we see behind you here?
Well, as a young chap, I was interested in steam engines. And with New Year's Eve, 65 to 66, a Dutch friend of me sent me a postcard with a photograph of a Showman's engine. And I didn't know before that those kind of engines existed, because they didn't exist in Holland. And I was very interested. So I phoned him up and said, well, can you tell me what is that? He said, well, this summer I visited a steam fair in England, in Stratford-on-Avon, and I thought I'd buy this card for my friend G. He will be interested. And I said, well, I'm stoned about that, you know. And he said, well, I can bring you in contact with one of the members of the committee of the National Traction Engine Club. And so he did. And the man of the Traction Engine Club, the late Brian Oram, he wrote me a letter and said, well, if you come to England, we take a week and we do my Land Rover in front of my old-fashioned van, and I'll show you engines. And so I visited the Bewley rally on Lord Montague's yard in springtime 1966. And there, homecoming from there, I decided to found a steam club in Holland too, and to buy an engine for myself. And I started with a steamroller, and finally I had 3 steamrollers and more engines. But you know, heaven for me was to own a Showman's engine. And after about 15 years, my English steam friend said, well, gee, on the moment, you know enough about engines, we make that you can buy a Showman's engine. And they did. And in 79, I bought this burrell and restored it in 7 years.
So this is the engine that came over from Britain then for you?
That's right, yes.
What were the great difficulties in actually restoring it? What did you face? What problems did you face with it?
You mean the difficulties in restoring? Well, yeah, the difficulty is that no parts exist, you know, so you have to make all. And for these engines are made hundreds of parts, you know. And what I wanted is to keep it exactly in the original British way, you know, all. The color, the lettering and all, and the lining, and I did. And I painted the engine by myself, but I let it come an old sign writer from England to do the lining for me, with gold leaf and all.
It's quite a gleaming engine. Have you ever actually taken this over to England?
Yes, this engine came until now 2 times in England. I visited the big Stouwerpane rally with it, and well, I got many compliments of English steam friends about restoring, yes.
I do understand actually you were responsible for starting events like this in Holland, weren't you?
Yes, finally we started in 1969 with our first event. That was in the town of Hoorn, and in 1970 we introduced the first British engines here, in 71 too, and then from then it grew up, you know, until it is now. And well, a big part is always English engines and English steam friends here, yes.
How large is the steam movement then in Holland?
You mean the number of engines? Well, you can say that we have about 30 steamrollers restored, and those engines all had their working life here, and we have about 12 till 15 portables, and all the traction engines and all the steam tractors and road locomotives here are imported by, later on. You know, they didn't exist in Holland, because Holland is a flat country and you easy could move for heavy transport here by all the waterways we have. Otherwise you could tow on the roads with horses. In England that's impossible, because England is an island but have nearly no waterways for heavy transport, and the land is not flat but hilly. So that is the reason that in England the developing of steam tractors and road locos was much more than here. We only used portables and steamrollers here before.
So there were virtually no manufacturing of steam engines in Holland at all?
We have one Dutch-made steamroller and several Dutch-made portables, yes. The most were imported from England and Germany.
Er zijn heel veel mensen die denken dat dit allemaal locomotieven zijn, of dat dit allemaal stoomwallen zijn. Dat is niet zo. Ik ga u uitleggen wat dit allemaal is als u dit ziet. Een locomotief is helemaal niet bij op dit hele terrein vanmiddag. Een locomotief is een machine die zichzelf niet op eigen kracht kan voortbewegen, die wel op wielen staat, een stoommachine, maar die dient om werktuigen aan te drijven. En u ziet dat vandaag een paar locomotieven helemaal in de zuidwesthoek van het terrein waar de stoomgeven over liggen.
Nan here is the owner of this magnificent Garrett Showman's engine. Nan unfortunately doesn't speak a lot of English, but we've got Leon here who works with Nan on the engines to tell us one or two things about the Garretts. I understand you brought this in this condition over to Holland.
Yeah. We did in an auction near London, an auction in London. Yeah. It's a place where we buy them, eh?
No, I buy them in Stratford even.
In Stratford. We buy them in Stratford from the English owner, and we brought it into Holland, and we restored it in Holland.
Did it need much restoration work doing on it?
There was a lot to do, more than a year. We have done more than a year.
Many hours of work on that then?
Oh yeah. Every Friday minute that you have, you do it, you spend it on the engine.
Now, do you travel far around with this engine then?
You mean to the fires? We have done Germany, we have done Belgium, we have done all that here in Holland, Hellevoetsluis, Medemblik, Nijmegen, Almere yet. So we are busy in steam the whole summertime.
Have you any idea of the history of this engine? I mean, what did it do in its working life?
Now, he is built, and you know that also, he is really built for funfair people. And what we know is, he belongs to English funfair people, and they have worked with him till 1970, as we buy here. We have now 11, 12 years. We own it now 12 years, I think.
And what kind of horsepower has it got, the engine?
Yeah. Oh yeah, four.
It's 4 horsepower, and what kind of electricity generating power has it got?
We make 110 volts by 15 watts, I think. 15 watt? De generator levert 15 watt.
Meer.
How much?
40 volts. Nee, 40 ampère.
40 amperes by 120 volts, yeah. That's right.
Leon and Nan once again here with this organ. Leon, where was this organ actually manufactured?
It's made by family De Cap in Belgium. The real old family who make in the whole years, yeah, maybe 100 years family De Cap make organs in Belgium, and we let them build our organ last year.
So they're still actually building organs like these then?
Yeah, they still do that. Yeah.
In the traditional method?
That's right. Now a little bit more than you can run it by a cassette, you know. You can do it by hand, and you can do it by cassette. You understand me?
How many keys are there actually on this organ, or is it indeed a keyless organ?
Er zitten 105 keys, 1000 pipes.
1,000 keys. That's a lot.
It is quite a large size organ then.
Oh, it is. It's a wonderful organ. It's a big organ.
Have the family actually manufactured many organs over the years then?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much hoeveel zouden ze er maken bij de kap, bij de familie.
Dit jaar? Ja. Dit andere jaar duurt 2,5 jaar.
As Mr. De Cap built our organ, he was busy more than a year and a half on the organ.
This is Jeroen Jonsen here. Jeroen's got a couple of tractors with him, both Lance Bulldogs. What dates do these tractors come from? How old are they?
This one is from 1991, 1939, and this one is 1954.
Quite different tractors though. The first thing you notice with them is the method of starting on the older one especially.
Yeah, you put a fire under the cup and then you take the wheel and you make it alive. Yeah. You start on benzene and then you put it over on diesel.
And the other one, the newer one, is that just started on an ignition key?
It goes on a battery. I will start it. So.
Now, what got you interested in the first place in tractors like these?
Oh, I don't know. I like it all my life. Yeah, the sound, it's alive. It goes boom, boom, boom.
Here we have Kiat of the Dutch organisation Keep Them Rolling. Kiat, could you tell us one or two things about your organisation?
Yes, our organization tries to restore and to buy vehicles from the Second World War. We try to get them as much as possible original with all those special tools and things belongs to the cars. We don't want you to look like in a military organization, so we don't carry uniforms or medals and that sort of things, or weapons. We're just collectors of vehicles.
And are they all of one nationality, or do you mix nationalities?
Yes, we all of the Dutch nationality. There are a few people from Belgium and from Germany in our group. We have over 1,000 members and almost 3,000 vehicles.
And are all the vehicles of one national origin?
No, the vehicles come from America, Canada, but also we have vehicles from Belgium, from Britain, from France, or every original vehicle which is used in the Second World War.
And are they becoming increasingly more difficult to get hold of then?
Oh yes, it's the prices are exploding. You know, the last 5 years it's very expensive to buy parts and cars. It's very difficult also to get them the real good parts, because the parts you get now, it's more remake of originals.
Is it that easy to get hold of the tools and implements that you have on the vehicles as well?
No, it's very difficult to get. It's hardly to get, and you have to travel very far to get. People are getting parts from Australia or that part of the world.
Here we have Jan van der Van. Jan, this is a small size version of a Burrell traction engine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. This is a model that is from Mr. Furby. It is building in 1 year. It was steaming 1 year and a half, and that engine was finished.
Was it built by yourself?
Yes, it is a complete built by myself. All the gears, the differential, all a block, a flywheel, I make it all self.
So you've got basically an engineering training.
No.
So it must have proved quite difficult then to build it from scratch.
No.
What was the hardest thing to make on the engine?
The hardest thing to make of the engine was a differential, the gears. That was hard to the making.
And what kind of pressures do we work at on the boiler there?
The pressure from the boiling is 45 psi. When we go higher than 45, we need an press in paper.
What kind of scale is it built to?
It is in scale, and it is in 4-inch scale. For Holland is in scale 1 to 2.8.
No doubt you take it around quite a number of events like this, Jan.
I do not understand that, what you say.
You take it around quite a lot of shows, do you?
When we of the shows, we 5 or 6, 7 shows a year we turn around met the children, met the car.
Op de laatste stoomwal van de rijden is niet weggaan, want we geven u nog een hele interessante demonstratie met de stoomlier, een machine hier op de diep laten trekken en we geven u ook nog een snelheidsdemonstratie. Die voor mij werkt gelukkig weer bestuurd door meneer Tilman uit België op het Belgische vak.
Was this a working engine or is it actually a model?
It's a model of half size, model Fowler.
It's a half-size model, so the prototype must be quite a large engine.
2-cylinder Fowler, compound, road loco.
Is it something that you built yourself then?
I built them in 5 years.
5 years, that must have been quite a difficult task.
Yeah, I bought it a little, and then this engine.
Is it an engine that's capable of working then, Jan?
I work prima, work very good.
Did you do absolutely everything on this yourself? Did you build it all yourself completely, paint it and everything?
Yeah, build himself, painting, all. Many things moest door een machine factory. Dus cylinder block, boiler.
And how did you go about building it? Did you use working drawings to do it?
Ik zag hem in een boek. Steaming in modelling, Engels boek. Daar waren volle roodloken in other machines als model.
Bovendien zullen we ook nog een paar snelheidsproeven laten zien om het duidelijk te maken wat topsnelheid is die deze machines bereiken konden. Kijk, en dit zit er net al heel langzaam en voorzichtig hier naartoe zien komen. Dat kan natuurlijk ook niet alles anders te midden van het publiek en dergelijke. Maar normaal voor wegtransport komt het even.